Always good, always good, always good. We got a little riddle heading into this week in regards to who is more valuable to their team. Well, I've noticed the ramifications, what is at stake for the Raiders this week when the Raiders can beat the Giants, and then after a Titans loss to the Rams gives the Raiders a number one seed in the AFC. Which Henry matters the most? Henry Ruggs, the Raiders will hardly miss at all. He is just another guy in this offense. This ball gets distributed evenly across the board. Derek Carr is as elite as it gets. The receiving yard, reception, distribution is all the work of an elite quarterback going through all his progressions. Not sticking with this first progression, but going through number one, he's covered. Number two, he's covered. Boom. Number three is right there. Or even in some instances, the number four progression Derek Carr is going to throw to. This is where we get Hunter Renfrow already at close to 300 receiving yards. Brian Edwards, 300 receiving yards. We've got Darren Waller, like 300, 400 receiving yards. We've got Zay Jones on the bench behind in the depth chart, but produces when he's on the field. Zay Jones is ready to take more snaps. He's ready to take an enhanced role. And by the time that January comes, the former Buffalo Bills draftee is going to show Buffalo exactly why they gave up on him too soon. He's going to beat the Bills in the title game as a former Bills draftee. This is where Zay Jones comes into the equation. The Raiders lose Henry Ruggs. The Titans lose Derrick Henry. The Raiders beat the Giants. Without King Henry, Derrick Henry, the Raiders are the number one seed. It's just a wide receiver, another wide receiver in the offense that is run through the quarterback. In some instances, Josh Jacobs and Darren Waller, the best receivers on the team. The Raiders have a possession wide receiver, Brian Edwards. They've got the modern day Wes Welker, Hunter Renfrow. Big baller Henry Hunter Renfrow from Clemson. He's got winning mentality. The Raiders offense will hardly miss this wide receiver at all. He is just another name in this offense, which revolves around making progressions. Sometimes the third and fourth options should be ready at any time for Derek Carr to throw the ball. It's, Henry Ruggs is covered. Well, what do? I run the ball and I run away like Lamar Jackson? No. This is called elite quarterbacking. He comes from the school of gunslinger, of going through your reads, of staying in the pocket. He's got the mobility of a West Coast offense quarterback. That's what I like about Derek Carr. That's what I like about the Raiders offense. It is not revolving around one receiver when you really dissect the Raider offense. It revolves around exploiting all areas of the field, and it's all revolving around Derek Carr dissecting, looking for, and taking advantage of any mismatch and any miscoverage out there that he sees out there on the field. And Henry Ruggs has not been a consistent wide receiver. He gets the deep ball from time to time, but as far as a consistent possession wide receiver goes, I like Brian Edwards in that role a lot. And Zay Jones, he made a big play in week one. Don't think I'm going to forget about that. The Raiders are just fine. I think if you want to replace what Henry Ruggs brings into the offense, then you go ahead and sign DeSean Jackson. This guy doesn't need to make catches. All he needs to do is to keep safeties at bay, for the safeties to know that DeSean Jackson still has wheels. And if he is one-on-one with the wide receiver, Derek Carr is going to throw a rainbow to DeSean Jackson. DeSean Jackson will be a Vegas Raider tomorrow. Zay Jones ready to step it up. It's all business as usual. The Raiders will be 3-0 with the interim head coach Richard Bisaccia tomorrow, because that is what is going to happen. 3-0 for the Vegas Raiders under this current regime. Only Zeus can strike down the Raiders. Only lightning can bring the Raiders down. This time, after what they did to John Gruden and after what has happened with Henry Ruggs, nothing can stop the Raiders. Nothing. I told you he's just another receiver. They don't miss him at all. His role is minimal on what this offense revolves around. Zay's behind in the depth chart. Renfro, Edwards, Ruggs, Zay Jones, he's not getting playing time, but now he is getting playing time, and he will have more of an enhanced role in the offense like he did when he won the game against the Baltimore Ravens. This is a primetime young player that lives for the moment. He certainly did live for the moment on ESPN against the Baltimore Ravens. Zay Jones has got speed. He's got wheels. In my mind, he already can do the things that Henry Ruggs can do. All we need is more snaps for Zay Jones to see what kind of player he is. He will hunt Baltimore. This is what we get out of the script for beating the Bills. It's the week one hero. Zay Jones steps it up, and he has an enhanced role after his player was being a knucklehead during the bye week, and Derek Carr finds him the ball. The Raiders are left unscathed, and it is a bonus when you get DeSean Jackson on the team. Because you know DeSean Jackson, this is what I like about DeSean Jackson, is that he's not looking for a last-second paycheck or anything like that. The reason why he wanted to leave the Rams in the first place was because he wanted more playing time. He wanted more of a role in the offense, and that's the kind of guy that you want. You want a guy hungry to play ball, to play football, regardless of the check. And when he's a veteran and when his body doesn't feel like it, then that's even better. He wants to play football. This is what we want. It's guys that are committed to excellence. And that's what DeSean Jackson brings to the table. He may be a Raider for all we know, born in Los Angeles, and this guy is ready to step it up big time in Vegas, a veteran player who's going to tell these guys how to prepare and how to conduct yourself when you're in the dangerous inferno that is the bye week, where anything that could go wrong when it's the bye week. As far as the Raiders go, they're left unscathed because they're ready for this. Zay Jones has stepped it up. DeSean Jackson is ready to join the real team of LA, not the loser Rams and Stan Kroenke angering his other owners out there. You see that news this week. You see that drama unfolding with the NFL pissed off at Jerry Jones and Stan Kroenke that their grandmaster plan is going to result in a $1 billion lawsuit around the time of the postseason. You see that? The Raiders are on the good side of it all, and they'll be left unscathed. As unscathed as they were after John Gruden left. Yeah, anyone understands the Raiders' offense, anyone who can see who has been making plays. This offense can survive. No Waller last week. Didn't notice it at all. There's no Darren Wallace. They didn't notice it at all. The Raider offense is not dependent on one guy getting the ball. When you break down the elite quarterback play of Derrick Carr, and there's a fine footballer on the bench making clutch plays in the fourth quarter like he was in week one against the Ravens, that's just dying for more snaps and more of a role in Zay Jones. What an opportunity to show the Bills exactly why they gave up on you too soon. And what way better way to do that than in a Raider uniform?